It starts with a wizard. He's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
Hello everyone, I know it's been a little while, you know, life things happen. Welcome back to the Flagon Slayers. So, in case you missed a while ago, or if you were one of the players who forgot, the party continued its investigation. What's wrong, Caleb?
Oh, I was saying I was one of the players who forgot.
Oh, I thought you were holding up the stop talking
No.
sign.
That's me.
Me, this one. Anyway, sorry. So, in case you missed or forgot, the party continued its investigation, trying to figure out what was going on with the weird shadow Zygons and all the other events. They contacted a few people and received a few visions and decided that they should probably go to Western to see what might be going on there. Before that, though, Thea channeled her divine magics and learned that Linares might be in trouble, possibly in Kraghammer, possibly in Western, where she was headed. So the party ventured to Kraghammer in order to perhaps intercept Linares before she makes it to Western and reconvene.
There was something else we were doing in Kraghammer. There's something outside Kraghammer. Is it one of the vestiges?
There is a vestige to the northeast of Kraghammer.
That's what we're doing. We were going for that vestige, and then also taking Linares to, whatchamacallit, Mabobs.
Western.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
Caleb, can you text Abby and see if she's okay? So, with that, you guys are... Hang on just a second, guys. Let me grab my book. Okay, so maps. So you guys are currently in the Wildwood, which is slightly east of Kraghammer. Kraghammer is here. You have received visions of a vestige in the Grey Valley, which is northeast of Kraghammer, and is a blighted woodland that was the site of a climactic battle during the Calamity. But yeah, you guys are on your way to Kraghammer. You're currently in the forest, so if anyone would like to make a survival check to see if you guys can head west.
That's our ranger.
There he is.
That's our ranger.
Buddy. We're off to a good start.
Zach,
They roll a 1.
Zach and Brittany are both back at the
That
same
is
time. For the
a
first
natural
time in
20.
like
2 months.
8 weeks.
Yeah. So, Cirrus, you get a lay of the land. And you discern, using your ranger abilities and the fact that the sun is in the eastern part of the sky, that you're heading west at a pretty good clip. The Wildwood is not insanely dense where you are. So you could probably get to Kraghammer within a few hours. Is Abby back?
If we go that way, we'll go to Kraghammer.
That's our ranger.
We need to make t-shirts that are just like a cartoon version of Cirrus, and then that's our ranger.
I would buy that t-shirt.
That'd be great. Or like a coaster.
Welcome back, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So you guys go for a little while until you eventually reach the main road. There's only one road in, one road out of Kraghammer, so you know this is probably the right way. You see a few merchant carts, a few travelers, nothing out of the ordinary. And I would say by now it's probably around probably 11 in the morning.
Some merchant carts.
Yeah, just
Okay,
little
so
stuff. Nothing like magical or anything. It's like people selling like little wares and things of that nature.
So
Is
the
there
first
any-
thing.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, you got us here.
Jacob, are there any like shiny things that catch my eye?
Roll a shiny things check, which we'll say is an investigation check just for sake of these.
11.
11. You see like a jewelry salesman, a dwarf probably in his like mid 50s. You see a little bit of gray starting to peek through the crimson red beard. But it doesn't, nothing like super expensive, just like, you know, little knick-knack jewelry that you would buy for like a girlfriend that you haven't been seeing very long.
So nothing super cool looking.
No. I mean, there is a ruby encrusted dagger sheath, but other than that, you know, nothing too interesting.
We'll hold off on that.
All right, so as you guys continue on, you eventually make it to kind of this the base of the mountains, the base of the Cliff Keep mountain range, and you see the passage has been carved through the mountains, sometimes a little precariously, but within probably an hour you'll make it to Kraghammer. You can actually see kind of distant away. You can see these large bronze and copper gates that are the opening of the city.
I don't love walking
Is this the
through.
way?
I believe this is the way.
The way.
This seems to be the way.
This
I
is
don't
the
know,
way.
the way it's carved into the mountain looks a little precarious at some points. We better be careful.
I was going to say the same thing. When you're walking through caves and stuff, it's like always like people can hide and be able to jump you a little easier. So we might just be careful about that. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
All right.
All right, that's our captain.
Zygon, will you roll a survival check for me?
boy. Cocked. Between a 2 and a 20.
Ooh.
We round up in these parts.
To a 3.
Well,
That's right. It's 12.
12. I mean, this isn't a super hard path. It's pretty well trodden with all the carts and merchants and kind of scientists and mages that come through here. Kraghammer is a little bit more isolated than some of the other major cities. It's also one of the only majority dwarven cities in the entire continent. And as such, they kind of keep to themselves. Daisy's behind me. If she barks, my bad. But as you guys continue on, you eventually make it to the large gates of Kraghammer, and you see there's a checkpoint for people. The city, you do not see the city. It doesn't. It's inside a mountain, I guess would be just to stop dancing around it. It's inside a mountain. It's kind of like it's kind of like what's the stinking Lord of the Rings place? Not Minas Tirith. Where is it, Minas Tirith? Anyway, you know, the dwarf city in the mountain. Like all of them.
It's the mountain with the dragon. Yeah.
Dragon mountain. He's got a dragon.
Is it a baby dragon?
A baby dragon. Okay. But you guys.
Oh, we're talking about Moria?
Yeah, there we go.
I thought you were talking about the one from the other movie series.
With Smaug. No, that's the only
Yeah,
one.
with Smaug. But that's also, the Lonely
Smaug.
Mountain also is a city in a mountain, so.
Because it's dwarves.
I mean, wait. I whispered this way, like my mic's still here,
Wow.
not here.
Wow, Caleb. Alright, so, you guys eventually make it up to the checkpoint. You see a dwarf, in very simple adornments, with a helmet on and a large pole arm that is shorter than Zygon, because you know they're wee. He looks you guys over. So, what are you doing here?
We're just passing through on business.
What kind of business?
Our business.
Well, I'm thinking your business is my business.
It's Nunya.
Roll a, so I can roll a persuasion check for me.
My specialty.
He is the face. I would say Zygon probably is the face of the group.
28.
Yeah, for sure he is. He
The
looks
face
you
has
over.
done it again.
That's really nice.
He sees your captain's uniform. He looks at the rest of the group. Well, be making sure that your business doesn't become my business.
I'll salute him.
He waves you in. See the gates open up a little bit. So, everyone make a perception check for me.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
17.
17,
I got a 14.
14.
Dirty 20, I think.
Okay.
33.
33, okay. That's a lot of rolls. Okay, so, as you guys come in, you are on the top slab. So, Kraghammer is separated into 3 sections. You've got the top slab, the center slab, and the bottom slab, which is also sometimes called the pit. You can see everything in here is lit by arcane torches. There's There's quite a lot of bustle. You also notice that this is probably the most amount of dwarves you have ever seen in one place at one time. It's more dwarf than anything else, and then you have like humans and elves. You don't really see any gnomes. Definitely no kinku. Maybe one or two tieflings that are like here because they're an adventuring party, not because they live here. You also see that it is built down into the mountain, and as such, as you go deeper, it gets warmer and stuffier. Up on the top slab, it's not nearly as bad. You can also see where this is most of the this is where most of like the outside commercial areas are. You can also see that there's a few tunnels that go off into larger areas that are like neighborhoods, kind of like houses built into cliffs, only all interior. You also hear the ever-persistent sound of mining just echoing through the city, just boom, 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 just every few seconds. At first, it's very cacophonous, with everything kind of bouncing off the hard stone of the mountain itself. But you eventually get to the point where you, it becomes a little bit more natural, but it's still distracting. You also see that there's like a few inns and like merchant places. You can see where this is like the merchants from outside set up. Very normal looking city for the most part, minus, you know, the majority of them are dwarves. What do you guys want to do?
So I would assume probably first thing we're going to want to do is get set up. Maybe try to find an inn we can stay in, considering we're trying to both find Daenerys and get to the what's it called, the Grey Valley. Right,
Yes. Yeah.
We're also trying to go to the Grey Valley to find the other vestige. So if we get a good inn for the night, and then we have kind of a meeting place where we can all meet back to if we split up. And then I think immediately after that we go find Daenerys. Try to tell her what Thea saw.
Like they might have a human-sized bed.
I mean, yeah, there's a few inns that look like they're more for visitors. Most of the
Aren't you even taller?
So Zygon, so I would say like Anzu is now like medium size, and like Zygon is very, very big. Because most dwarves I think tap out at around 4.5 to 5 feet tall. That's probably as tall as they're gonna get. So Zygon is at least a foot taller than everyone. It's kind of like when an American goes to like a country where people are usually smaller. Like you just see these really tall people, or like Japan, for example. Like doorways are short for people over 6 foot tall.
My hell.
I know, right? I totally get
You look
that.
so cool, but
Brady and Jacob already have to kind
Even
of
in
crouch
the
through some
United
doorways.
States, if you're 6'5" or taller, you crouch through doorways usually.
Right.
Like it's
6'2" is the perfect height.
yeah. All right, what do you guys want to do? You're looking for an inn?
Yeah. Has anyone here been to Kraghammer? I don't think Ambience has ever traveled through here.
The only one that I could feasibly say could possibly be to Kraghammer is Anzu, but it would have been a very, very long time ago. Daenerys also said that she had a friend here. So, yeah. And she also, if you guys remember, said not really that Anzu might not like the person that she's hanging out with.
Oh no, Anzu, she's cheating on you. We're gonna walk in. It's gonna be like that meme, that TikTok meme where Woody walks into the room from Toy Story, and Jesse and Buzz Lightyear are in the bed. And it's like, what are you doing? And it's like, you've got a friend in me.
Oh gosh. Anyway,
Don't ruin that for me.
As you guys kind of look around, you begin to notice that a lot of the dwarves up here seem to be like of the laboring class. A few of them you see have the crest of what you assume is different royal families in this area. Some of them you see go to these large elevators that go further and further down into the mountain. It looks as though the mountain, because they are inside, time is a little bit different here. Hours might be longer. They might get up later than normally. You also notice this faint layer of soot that is just coating everything. You assume it's probably from the industrialization of further down into the mountain, like in the pit. And it's kind of floated up into here, and there's just like that faint layer of dust, kind of like what's left after like a forest fire.
Do you think we just walk around and maybe find an inn, or does anyone want to like ask because they want to stay in a fancier place? I don't really care where we stay, so it's up to you guys.
I think we should stay in the fanciest place we can find.
Ooh, okay.
Do we want to stand out as those people?
Yeah.
Do we want to be those people?
I mean, I think we're just standing out already, if I'm honest.
Established
A few
dominance.
of the younger dwarven kids kind of walk by and they kind of go as they look at Zygon, and their mom smacks their hand and pulls them along.
At least you're the one who stands out for once, since you're just so tall and I can hide behind you. Because usually it's me, considering, bird.
Indeed. Bird.
Because bird.
Because bird.
Because bird.
All right. So,
is there a business in the area we're in? Like, as we're kind of walking into the city, is there
make
any
an
like...
investigation check for me?
Oh, my rolls, though. 20.
20. You begin looking around, you ask a few people, and you eventually get to a place that's kind of a little bit further into the mountain, called the Gym Cluster. You see the front of it is kind of jutting out from the mountain wall, and then the rest of it just goes up and up and up, and you don't really see where it ends.
Oh, are we there? Like, where we
Yeah,
sit
yeah,
there
yeah.
and we're there now? Okay. I open the door for everyone.
Okay, so as you guys go in, very nice lobby area. The heaviness of the outside goes away as you smell kind of these a faint hint of lavender and kind of fresh sort of smells, a little bit of mint. The center area has a giant arcane chandelier hanging from it that you Anzu, make a Arcana check for me. And you see just this everything is kind of inlaid with gold. You see gold filigree on all of the columns. It's just one after another with this giant atrium, and you can actually see 26. Okay, you can actually see light coming in from almost like a pinpoint of light coming in from the top, as you realize that this is an open air, almost like an atrium that goes outside of the mountain. Anzu, you see that this chandelier is an Arcana-based chandelier that when light hits it, it amplifies it, and has a sort of a naturalization effect, causing the area in its immediate vicinity to be more clean and more natural. So you can actually see on the banisters of the stairwells and on like the railing that overlooks this entire atrium, you see that there's flowers springing up from what appears to be brass. You can see the floor in the center is actually made of pure grass. It looks as though they're trying to bring the nature into the mountain. You see a few guests kind of milling around. All you notice a few that you see a few that have the symbol of the Cerberus assembly on them. A few people from Marquette. It seems as though this is where the dignitaries and kind of the upper echelons of the entire world kind of stay when they're here. So you definitely found the fancy place.
We did it. We're gonna definitely stand.
Let's rent the whole place out.
We're buying everything. That would be such a flex. Just be like, yeah, our DM doesn't know how to give us money properly, so we're just gonna buy this whole place.
I mean, we're all level like 16,
you're
17.
high level characters. You should have.
We should have
You've
the
fought
money at this
multiple
point.
dragons.
You know,
Yeah.
we could have
Yeah.
like a Kraghammer bureau.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
it'd probably have to be
Well,
mainly dwarves, but yeah.
Zygon and I finally get our rightfully all of our mine money.
Looking at
Take
franchise.
it.
We haven't talked.
Even without that, we would have more than enough to get probably a couple bureaus.
It's true. The watermelon
Yeah.
farm is quite lucrative.
Yeah, and then we also need get our money, our share of money from the dragon fight we had in, against Shavira.
All right, what are you guys doing? You see what looks like a younger dragonborn in a uniform standing behind the front desk. You can also see what looks like a giant. You know how mailbox clusters for businesses and stuff, where everybody has a mailbox and they're all. You can see that there's room numbers under each of these, and it goes from 1 to 500. So there's 500 rooms.
That's a
in this place.
dragonborn
Yeah, blue
in
dragon.
a dwarven city.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to her. I'm gonna say, "You don't belong here."
Oh my god.
Hey,
We're not with him.
the gnome says to the dragonborn in the dwarf city.
You don't
You
belong
don't
here,
belong
but
here.
neither do
But you
I.
can see in these mailboxes, you see this small, faint blue light coming from each of them.
From the mailboxes?
From the little
Can I-
mailboxes, yeah. They're like little cubes. They're
Do I know what they are?
They're like this big in width and height.
It's the keys.
Make
Keys are going to be some sort of magical item.
Make an Arcana check for me, Anzu.
Jacob smiles as I get it right.
23.
23. You can tell that these are miniaturized arcane portals. You assume that they're used. They connect most likely to the rooms, but you'd have to experiment with them a little bit.
Hello, we'd like a room.
Hello, we would like a room, please.
Be ashamed.
She
Someone
comes
stole
over. Yeah. How many rooms would you like?
I had a question actually. Is there
What?
rooms that certain people like more? Like if you're higher up, is it higher price or how does that work?
you
I
know,
believe he's asking for a suite.
well, we have
Presidential, preferably.
we have a few suites. Would you like a balcony that overlooks the mountain range, or would you like to be more interior?
The mountain range,
The
please.
mountain range. All right, let me look. And you see she kind of stares off for a second. Okay, we have 2 suites open that overlook the mountain range. If you would like, one only has 4 bedrooms, and one has 5, but the one with 5 is a little bit more expensive.
I guess we go with the 5-bedroom.
All right. Also, we have complimentary mud baths and hot springs at the lower level of the inn.
All right.
It comes with the suite purchase.
Awesome. Well,
Do we get complimentary eggs?
You do have room service. All you have to do is send a message through your suite's portal, and I will get your meal to you with immediate speed.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This guy right here, the gnome, is going to help check out here with you, and I'm gonna head downstairs for the mud bath.
All right, sir. That will be 3,000 gold per night. How many nights are you planning on staying?
I'm just gonna look at Animus.
I'm already walking down the stairs.
Animus, you using your keen perception, you sense laser beams going into the back of your head.
I turn around. All right, I'll put how much platinum is that? So I'll put.
How many nights are we planning on staying?
We'll start with one, and if we can pay by the night, we don't know how long we'll be in town yet.
Very
We're
well.
gonna pay 3,000 gold a night. Are you fucking me?
Very well.
I take out 150 platinum.
I would like to say this up front. This room is in very high demand, and if another patron comes before you can purchase the next day, we will have to vacate the space for them.
That's probably fine. I think just having it for at least one night's okay, and if we really need to stay longer, it's probably our fault anyways, so we'll just downgrade to a different room if needed.
Very well, sir.
But if
As-
you
as
do
punishment?
need the
Yeah.
payment, it'll be on his.
And what is the name of the room?
Anus.
How do you spell that?
It's going to be ANZU.
ANZU.
ANZU is how you
I
spell
need you
the name.
both to make persuasion checks. This will be a contested roll.
Is there a bar like
Of
in the
course
hotel?
there's a bar.
I'm going to the bar. I'm done with this.
All right.
Why are we not all splitting this? I took out money to split.
Zygon, you want to grab a drink?
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Whoa, can you guys
I rolled a
put some money
natural
into the room real quick?
We're gone, mate. We're gone.
I hate everything.
The first mate pays for the room. That's just how it is.
How it
That's
is.
just the breaks.
All right,
I didn't-
Anzu, what'd you roll? Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. And
11. Or no, 13.
Okay.
Not good.
Okay. Animus.
Animus.
Okay, very well. If any
Excuse
damages
me, I
are
said
caused,
anus.
I'm very sorry, sir. If any damages are caused to the room, or any property or items are missing upon inspection, when we go to clean, you will be charged for them. And if you do not pay them within a month of purchase, a bounty will be put on your head by the royal families of Kraghammer, and they will hunt you down, bring you home to Kraghammer to face trial. Do you agree to these terms?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, please sign
and-
here. And she slides a piece of parchment over.
And Cynthia, can you help me pick this up? I'll pay for half of the room if you guys can split the other half.
Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I have a sapphire mine. Needs help paying for something.
I don't have a sapphire mine. They stole it from me.
I'm not your grandpa.
Yeah, emerald. Thank you. I put 150 platinum on the table, so that's half of the
That's
payment.
half. That would be 1,500 gold.
And look at the other two. And I am also signing the paper.
You also see
Wow.
the Dragonborn receptionist. She's kind of patiently waiting for the rest of the payment before she will give you the room key.
They live in a mountain. How good can the punches be? To be honest.
Who's paying for it?
What's going on? Is no one get? I'm just gonna take this room myself at this point, and I'm gonna take the key. And I'm gonna go lock the fucking door.
1,500 gold is what's needed to fully pay for the room.
We have so much money. What's going on?
What? What was that?
How much did you put down?
He put down
put
half.
down half.
He put down 1,500.
He's wanting to pay 3,000 gold a night for this.
I already paid half.
I don't have much money.
Dude,
I
all
can
of
give
mine
you
is in a
2
bank.
That's about it.
Are you guys gonna get thrown out of this?
Do we really? How do we not have money from the guild? How does the guild not have like traveling expense here? What is going on?
Leave me alone.
I would like to just put this out there, that I can conjure a gigantic mansion with our own servants in it. I'm not really sure why we're here to begin with.
Because
Or
of
was
the
that
bar,
offered?
obviously.
There could be a bar in the mansion.
There is
technically.
also a barman.
Oh, there's something about hotel bars, though.
It's true. They do have a certain je ne sais quoi.
Sure.
These are French dwarves.
I put down the other 150 platinum.
Okay.
Give me the key and get them a different room.
She hands you the key. Thank you, Mr. Animus. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Do you have any items that you wish to be sent up to the room immediately?
I think I'm just gonna head up there immediately.
Very well, sir.
Go.
All right. So as Animus reluctantly pays for the rest of the hotel room, Zygon and Cirrus. As soon as you guys enter the bar, you feel a faint buzzing toward near your chest, and then you guys see these badges appear on your lapels. That
What does
also
it say?
happens to the other three of you. It says guest. Also, you make
like to
make a
figure that
perception
out.
check, both of you.
Five.
16.
Serious, as you kind of look around the rest of the bar, you see these lapel pins on other people, but they're different colors.
What color is ours?
Yours is blue. Yours is like this very nice, like royal blue. You see a few with brown, a few purple, a few yellow, a few green. You only see one other person with a blue badge, and she looks to be an elven woman, beginning to kind of have laugh and like wrinkle lines on her face. The hair is beginning to turn kind of white. She's a very old elf.
Not super stupid old.
Not crazy stupid old, but beginning to be stupid old.
Is there like a chart anywhere that shows like just like posted on
ages
the
of
wall
elves.
somewhere?
You don't see one on the wall, but as you get up to the bar, you do see that the drink menu is color coded. So certain drinks are only allowed for certain ratings.
Are we like the highest
You
tier?
guys are top shelf. You guys are
Alright.
definitely top shelf.
Yeah, you're welcome, assholes. Try to do
It's
something
that
nice
they
for
can
the
recognize
group.
our greatness here.
right.
You see a human man tending the bar, getting drinks out. It's pretty slow. You guys are still pretty early in the morning. Most people are just leaving for business, not day drinking. No judgment, but he sees both of you, and you see his kind of like tired and diminished form. You check that he clocks your badges, and he immediately kind of stands up straighter. And he's like, hello, gentlemen. How may I help you?
We're in
like
the
some eggs.
market for a couple cocktails.
Yes, we have a Shari Sunrise. It's used. It uses distilled grapes from the hills of Zephyra that have been tended for thousands of years. We also have a Cinder King whiskey, which has a bit of a spiciness to it, kind of burns the back of the throat. You also gain the ability to breathe fire as a bit of a party trick. We also have a Syngornian Moondrop, which is distilled using the finest waters from Syngorn. We have a very large selection here. I also have the traditional whiskeys and ales and wines that you might be interested
Quite
in.
impressive list. Now this one, I'm gonna point it serious. This one just doesn't shut up about those grapes, so I think he's gonna have one of those.
An Ashari Sunrise, very good, sir.
Yes, and then I'll just have some mead.
We have a 100-year-old mead made from the nectar
Damn.
of flowers from the Feywild.
You're gonna be drinking syrup, alcoholic syrup at that
We just
point.
got back from the Feywild. It was only so-so. I'll stick with the next down.
Very good, sir. Very good. He gets you guys.
It's
two
only
drinks.
90-year-olds mead.
It's only 97 years old.
And it's from the Shadow Pelt. You use shadow grapes
Ooh,
and
that's
honey.
antimatter grapes. They're
I'm gonna create that. It's canon.
that'd be so cool.
In the next few years, my character will have a vineyard.
A vineyard in the Shadowfell. Oh, that'd be actually kind of interesting.
Yes.
Anyway, I think brewing alcohol. Anyway, I will digress if we don't move on. So Zygon, you get your mead. It's very sweet, with notes of lavender and a little bit of a sunflower. Very nice. Cirrus, you get your drink, and you see it as this very clear liquid in a tall glass. You see the bartender comes over and he juices an orange into it. And you see, as the orange juice kind of goes into the glass, you see it begins to kind of beat up, almost like Jello. And then you see the liquid in the glass begin to get more murky, and you feel the glass to touch is kind of swirling. You see the liquid is actually starting to go kind of like in a tornado motion. You then see the top of the glass, the foam begins to turn into it gets denser and darker, and you see the orange Jello orbs begin to go down to the bottom of the glass and then circle back up, almost as if this is like a perpetual rainstorm. And then eventually you see the eye of the storm begin to open up, and a jet of light comes out. And then on top you see a small orange bead, almost kind of like boba. And yeah, the glass is finished.
That was cool. So is this like a wine kind of deal?
I would
Is
say
that-
this
is
is
that
a
the mead?
sipping drink. Yeah.
Can I do the little spinnies and the
Yeah, as you
Little
spin it,
sniff.
the storm starts up again as the motion goes through. Will that be... will we be establishing a tab for the room, gentlemen? Or
Yes.
will...
yeah.
I would
Um,
also like something to.
All right, Anzu, you get into the bar as Cirrus is enjoying his drink. I will need one of your badges, sirs, to charge to the room.
Son of a bitch, man. Fuck me.
I pretend
I'm
not.
gonna need help, guys. I do not have that much.
All right. So one of you hands your badge off, and you see him kind of look off in the distance for a sec, kind of like aimlessly. All right. Here you go. If you need anything else, please let me know. We also have food options. If you are a bit
Yes,
peckish.
I would like some scrambled eggs.
Sir, we do have some egg-based options, but we don't have a scrambled egg option. I can give you like a Marquesian egg sauce, if you would like, or an egg custard. We recently received our shipment of rock egg, but that's more of like a family style meal.
Can you make it scrambled?
I can see what I can do, sir.
Yes, and can you put it in a cup for me?
It comes in its own serving dish, sir. You do not want to miss this preparation, I assure you. Our chefs are quite talented.
Okay.
Oh,
Just saying, I like it in a cup.
What you do with it after we serve it, sir, is your own business.
just ask for a side.
Can I get you anything to drink, sir?
I would like a Bloody Mary,
Okay.
and then tip you however much we just paid for the food on his tab. Put it on the room.
Very good, sir. Very good. And you see he begins to mix it.
Buy yourself something.
It has a small cheeseburger on the top of it, with a small stick of celery on top of that, with a piece of cheese on top of that, with a piece of bacon on top of that. And he hands it to you. The rock egg will be delivered shortly. I suggest you share it with your compatriots here. Please, if I might have your badge to charge all of this to the room.
Look over at him.
He takes your badge. Stares off. All right, very good, sir. It's been charged to the room, and I appreciate your very generous tip.
Son of a bitch.
I'm keeping a tab of this.
I'm not even there to stop them.
You're not.
I'm not even
You're not
there.
even there. Thea, what are you doing?
It's not like we put a card down. We can just bail.
We just run. It's just Animus's name, and if they are out any money, he gets a bounty against his name, and then he gets brought back to Kraghammer for justice. But who cares?
Yeah, but then we get to go rescue him, and then we get
Then
the
it's an
bounty.
adventure. That's a future.
I say we turn it
Kraghammer
in.
problem.
Actually, no, we turn him in. We get the bounty, and then we rescue him. That's the plan.
See, that's why Zygon is the leader of the group there. That's what it is. Thea, what are you doing as some of your compatriots are going to the bar and the other one is reluctantly going to his very expensive room?
What did we do with the kids? I forgot.
The kids are being watched by
Soph and
by
Garnash.
Soph and Garnash.
I'm probably just going up to the room to continue reading my manual of quickness of action.
Okay. So Animus you're kind of stamping away, questioning your compatriots. Thea catches up to you. You guys get to this doorway with another Dragonborn standing in front of it. Hello, do you have your key? Very good. If you would please.
Do I give him the key?
Yes, please.
Give him the key.
Thank you, sir. You see he slots the key into this small hole in the wall, and you see the doors part, and you see beyond it is the room.
Okay. Awesome.
We also, for a small fee, sir, we can use a replication spell, temporary, but your compatriots would also have access to the room with additional keys. We know how troubling it could be to have to share the key amongst everyone.
Oh, it's interesting. No, just one key, please. and it's mine.
Not even for the young madam present.
I'm good. Thank you, though.
She'll probably be okay.
Very well, sir.
See if you want to keep.
Sir, you know, I'm just so old and it's
Andrew,
hard
you're
for
not
me to
there. You're
keep
at the
up with
bar.
things. Could I?
Hey,
Oh.
you're at the bar. Get out of here.
No,
He's
mind me,
just drunk rambling at the bar.
Bloody Mary.
He says this part.
He takes the key out of the slot and hands it back to you, Animus. Please do enjoy your stay, and if you need anything, you merely ask for Drakkar.
Thank you, sir.
You guys go in the door, and you see there is no door behind you. All there is a slot for the key. The room is massive. You can also see that the ceiling has been enchanted to not be to look like it is open air. So you can actually see the balcony extends. Essentially, the whole room is a balcony because of the enchantment on the ceiling. There is very large sofas, sitting areas. There's a few tables set up for whether that be meals, games, things of that nature. There's very nice, lush carpeting on the floor. I need both of you to make a nature check.
Three.
Please. $24.
24. Thea, you've been in places like this before when, you know, you were hanging around Singorn. Not as barf-inducing opulent, but you've seen this. You don't really care. Animus, this is probably the nicest place you've ever been to in your entire life, and you just bought it with your own money.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud right now.
As you begin walking, you feel the carpeting on your feet, and it is the softest thing you've ever felt in your life. It feels like a puppy, but like even softer, you know, like how puppy ears are the softest thing you've ever felt, times that by 1,000,000. And as you look at this carpet, you see it's very fine hair. And with that high of a nature check, this is unicorn fur.
I hate that so incredibly much, but I also love it at the same time, so okay.
You see there are 5 rooms that kind of, because it's awesome, that's why.
Nothing we can do about it now. They already killed him.
Well, I mean, they could have sheared a horse or a unicorn and then, you know, you don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those fluffy cow situations. Oh,
yeah.
I love fluffy cows. They're adorable.
Fluffy unicorn.
Fluffy unicorn. Oh, that has to be a thing now. Somebody make fluffy unicorn. Anyway,
it's so fluffy.
It's so fluffy. Anyway, so there are 5 rooms. There's also the main balcony that if you go out, it looks over the Cliffkeep Mountains.
Does one of the rooms have its own balcony? Like, is there a room that's like?
Yeah, there's one that has its own balcony,
yes.
Kind of its own area.
Yes.
Okay, so Animus has staked his claim. Thea, do you want what kind of room do you want? Like a quiet one, kind of one that's off to the side, like more private? What do you want?
You know, one that has like a lot of windows or something.
Yeah, you can get the other one that's close to the cliff edge. You go over there and a nice view. It's also enchanted to where there is no ceiling. All of these rooms are, so you can always see the sky. Is there anything you guys want to do in the rooms?
I'm gonna give Animus 500 gold.
Okay.
I feel bad. I just was trying to do math. It was really difficult.
Yeah. Addition and subtraction can get out of hand with big numbers. I totally feel. And
That's
conversion rates.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Thea. But it's okay. I mean, I can get this one. It's all good. I haven't put a ton into funding the guild, considering Anzu usually does it, so you can keep it.
Ugh. No, you take it. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I'll probably end up having to use it to pay off all of the money they're going to spend at the bar anyway. So,
Yeah. Exactly.
I think well, one of the reasons I wanted a room with a view is because getting closer and closer to the final date here, I'm not sure going in and out of the city as much for like finding a super powerful magical item is the best idea. So if we need the option, we can always just jump off the balcony and fly away. So that way they never see us leaving the room. We've always come out of the room like we've never left. So
That's using your noggin. The DM did not think of that. So therefore, the villain
Also-
did not think of that.
I'm thinking while we're here in Kraghammer, I know that I don't have my notebook on me right now, but the girl who helped me write all of the letters to each of the governments, I know we wrote all those letters to different governments, and since we're already here looking for Linares and going to find the vestige, I was thinking maybe we also pay a visit to Kraghammer's government ourselves and try to plead for some sort of alliance in the upcoming war.
I think if we're going to do that, we should have Linares with us.
Mm-hmm. I could also
she has more sway.
pose. I could pose as a higher class society member. I mean, I've got some pretty high level magics that allow me to change myself now. So if I need
You
to,
don't think
I
that
can.
they would have things to dispel that easily?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends. We also, I mean, also I could just walk in with the badges they gave us, or like the key to this room, showing that we have at least financial power.
We
So
have money, and that's all that matters.
in some governments, that's all that matters. To be fair,
Yeah, Daisy, you tell them.
I just don't want
Well-
to be laughed at the way we were in Singorn.
yeah, Singworn was a tough one. Right? I hope your father is able to sway them our direction now with the proof we've
I
given
mean,
them.
they've seen.
Yeah. I mean, they still might not come to our aid. I think you're right, though. Maybe not trying to pull one over on the Kraghammer government might be the smart idea, and just go in all honesty. And I mean, we could still go in with these badges we have, and the fact that we're higher members here at this hotel and stuff, and show them we have money, but we're also here for a good reason. So we could go either way on that, and maybe get them to help us. But we can wait for the rest of the guys to get up here and kind of settle down, and then maybe after lunch go out and look for Linares first.
How are they
I don't
gonna get up
I
there,
don't know.
Caleb? They don't have a key.
I know. I'm assuming Drakor is that his name? Has a way to like say something to me, like, or does he is there any way that I know that they can like contact
This
me
is your first time
in the room?
in this place. You don't know for sure.
Give me just a sec, Thea.
You
I'm
assume
gonna-
with this much magic, there's probably something.
I'm gonna walk out to Drakor real quick. I use the little portal key, go out the door, and then.
All right.
Hello.
Hello,
Drakor.
sir. Is
Two
your
things.
room
One,
to
can I have
your
it?
liking?
Perfect. It's amazing.
Very
I
good, sir,
would
very
like to get the second key from you.
Mm.
And is there a way that I'm able to be contacted in that room, or like without any
Have you
if the
found your
doors shut and
portal,
everything?
sir?
No, I haven't found a portal.
Well, if you would. He takes the key and now there's two. He puts one in to the slot and hands the other one to you. If you look in your room, sir, at the center table where the beautiful floral piece is, if you scooch that ever so to the left, you'll see embedded in the table is a small portal.
Okay.
If you need messages sent, whether that is discreetly or not, please write them and send them through the portal. This is also where you would order your room service or schedule for a massage or a mud bath or perhaps a dip in our naturally occurring steam vents.
Okay.
And if
And,
you need anything else, just address it to me, and I will be right with you.
Yeah, there's gonna be some people who say that they know me, and that they are, for whatever reason, supposed to also stay in this room. I'll just want to know about that when they tell you.
Very well, sir. Can you give me a physical description or perhaps names so that I may know who these potential guests are?
They'll probably call themselves the Flagon Slayers.
That's
One of
a
them's a
rather
short.
droll name, sir.
Yeah, yes, it is. There's one that's short, gnome, tiefling. There's tall man, very tall for this area as well. Yeah, just let them know. Let me know when they're here. I'll
Should we
probably
have them escorted from the premises, sir?
Oof.
That's a tough one, you know. And what if I reported that they had stolen a badge from me?
They would be arrested, put in the stockades in the pit, and charged with theft, and most likely be put in prison, sir. But in Kraghammer, the prisons are more of like conscripted mining service.
Interesting. Yeah, just let me know when they're here. They're fine for now. If they get any sort of ideas against you or any of the workers here, though, of course, just escort them off
If
the
you would,
premises.
sir, please give me a moment. Let me see, kind of. And the three of you at the bar, as the bartender's kind of tending other people, he says, hold on just a second. Goes back to you and goes, sir, we have 3 men matching your description in the bar area of the inn. I could tell my associates to bring them here if you wish, or they could perhaps be put into a temporary room to be held for questioning, if you would like.
This is just so much better than I thought it was gonna be. No, I just want to see when they make their way up here. You can. Is there a lot of people in the bar right now?
Give me a second, sir. You guys see the bartender once again. You see his mouth kind of move silently. There are currently 15 guests in the bar, sir.
Yes, go ahead and send a couple people in there and get a nice scene about it. Bring them up here for some questioning.
Very good, sir, very good. Now, this will incur a fee to the room.
How much is the fee?
Well, it's per person, so that would be roughly 600 gold, sir.
Oh, yes, please.
Very well, sir. If I might have your badge.
Yes.
He takes your badge. Very good, sir. They will be brought here post-haste.
Thank you, sir.
The 3 of you at the bar. You guys are sitting there having your drinks. You see this large cart get rolled out with a very big serving dish. And you see 2 full-grown human men put this in front of the 3 of you. And they lift off the cloche. And you see a giant rock egg that the top of it has been cracked off. And inside is a beautifully cooked scrambled egg concoction.
My God.
With scallions and onion and a few assorted sausages and bacons kind of scrambled in with the beautiful
How
presentation.
big is the egg?
The egg is is about your size. Well, actually, it'd probably be a little bit bigger than you, Anzu.
Is it bigger than
I'd
that
like to
dragon egg
cast
we had?
reduce on myself and then hop in it and start eating it.
Okay. Are the two of you going to associate with this?
Absolutely fucking not.
All right, so you grab your drinks. And
I mean, I'm gonna eat some.
Okay, so Sarah, you grab your drink and kind of go off to the side. Please make a stealth check for me.
24.
You blend into the crowd. You kind of go into the back part of the bar. Zygon and Anzu, you both don't know where he is now. Anzu, make
But who cares? We have eggs.
Exactly. So the bartender comes over. He says, "Gentlemen, traditionally you eat this by taking parts of the shell, cracking it, and using it almost as like a spoon to scrape the egg."
I'm just gonna point to the blue badge.
Very good, sir. You guys eat it. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, hold up.
Sirius, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh.
16.
16.
I got it. 19.
19. It's very, very rich. It has like a kind of creamy texture.
Well, of course it is, Jacob.
Of course it is. It's very
Look
decadent.
where we are.
Exactly. Look at us now. Yes. It's very decadent as you're eating it. It's very creamy. It almost has like a quality, like a taste, kind of like a steak. Very nice cooked steak. Just like you get some of the bacon, some of the sausage, some of the mushrooms. It all just comes together beautifully. Sirius, what'd you roll on your perception check?
But
8.
8. Okay.
how does it feel on my body?
Well, eggs kind of crust up after a little bit. So at first it feels amazing, like you're swimming through a pool of delicious eggy goodness. But your skin begins to get a little sticky and a little craggly. As you guys are eating, 2 large Goliath security guards come in.
I hide in the egg.
Yeah, you are in the egg. They come over to you, Zygon, and one of them says, "Oi, we got a complaint, and we need you to come with us."
I'm gonna. Am I in like a swivel chair at the bar?
Yeah, like a bar stool, swivelly sort of chair.
Yeah. I'd like to swivel, and then while I'm still eating eggs, keep pointing at the lapel.
Yeah, buddy, that's not gonna work. Either you come with us nice and quiet, or you come with us unconscious.
You must not have heard anything about me because I'm gonna go with option 2 here.
Okay, and you see one of them tries to come down on your head with a large fist.
I'd like to cast Banish on him.
That's a natural 20.
Jesus.
Oh
What
my
is the
god.
what is the cast speed of Banish?
What is happening?
I think the action.
That is not fast enough. It should be instantaneous if you're wanting to do this. That's a natural 20 to hit. He's trying to knock you unconscious instead of doing damage. So, Zygon, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, and the DC is higher because I rolled a natural 20.
Terrific. So 19.
19. He hits you over the head, and you see stars, and you kind of just... but you hold on, and you are not knocked unconscious. You're a little, like, punch drunk, though.
I'll say I'll go with them now.
And as you say that, one of them disappears. The guy looks like, "What'd you do? What'd you do to him? Where'd he go?"
I don't even know how many of you there are anymore, so I don't know.
What's going on in the egg?
And
Somebody
then
in
I'm
the
going to
egg?
start yelling really loudly. This place has rats. I found a whole rat in my eggs. Start making a big scene.
Christ.
I'm gonna polymorph myself into a giant rat
And you're gonna emerge from the
and
egg.
pop out of the egg.
All right.
Oh my
All I
god.
wanted was
As
a
big
peaceful night
ratzilla.
at a fancy fucking hotel.
You guys thought you were
We're
living the
gonna-
high life.
Hmm.
Okay.
Interesting, you're trying to live the high life on someone else's money.
So,
Well, is there any other way?
Anzu,
I
you...
thought this was coming out of the
Well,
group.
I
seriously,
thought so
seriously,
too.
you rolled so high
I
on
thought so
stealth
too.
that they have no idea where you
That
are.
I'm just gone.
Yeah. Anzu, you pop out of the egg, kind of like a face hugger from Alien. You just go, "Yah!" And you're this big rat, and the Goliath kind of, and he just punches you, and you just make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As a rat. Oh
As
boy.
a rat, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What's a rat constitution? Like a negative
I
5?
believe it's a 0 because they're rats and they live in disgusting places.
Like eggs.
13, like eggs. Anzu, you feel your vision kind of blink in and out, and then you just kind of collapse into the egg, and you turn back into your normal self. He's like, well, until I know. Oh wait, make a concentration check for me, Anzu.
If he's knocked out, he doesn't make a concentration.
True. Also, banish. Actually,
okay.
polymorph is a concentration spell, so banish would have ended.
Wait,
so-
if I'm polymorphed, wouldn't I just go back to my human state? I wouldn't really get knocked out, would I? Because then I would be knocked out as a rat.
Well, so this is more flavor than it is combat.
Also, if they're not doing attack damage on you, if it's specifically to knock you out, they
Then
could
it
technically knock you
wouldn't-
out through polymorph.
Yeah, you would still be a rat. So you're an unconscious rat. The other Goliath blinks back in, and you see like he's a little bit wet, but other than that, he seems fine. What? You guys are coming with us, and he grabs Zygon, and the other one grabs the egg and starts carrying the egg as the two of you are escorted out. And that
Everybody watch out for the rats!
that will be where we end tonight's session. I know this is a little short one tonight, guys, but we wanted to get back into the swing of things, and boy, have we. I want to say thank you all so much for watching, and we hope to be back next week. So, see you guys later. Enjoy your week.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.